Change the story of women. 10 iconic women. One message of respect and tolerance. The Vagina Monologues, Filipinas 2010. Until the violence ends. April 25 at the Aratani Theater in Los Angeles. Visit www.jaccc.org for tickets and information.
Mga kababayan, sa linggo na po yan, the Vagina Monologues, magbe-benefit po ang isa sa mga organizations, non-profit organizations in the Philippines. Tumutulong po sa mga babae na nabibiktima ng sexual abuse and also domestic violence. So please help us. Hollywood stars Tia Carrere, Tony Award winner Lea Salonga, we're all going to be there to do the monologue for you. It's an all-Pinay cast, so please support us. Meanwhile, back on the show, kasama po natin Dylan Wilks of Gawad Kalinga, talking about human heart nature. And on the phone, we have many callers. They want to talk to you. Let's start with Pete. Hi, Pete.
Hello, Janelle.
Yes, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I just tuned into the program, and I want to know more about what your visitor is trying to do in the Philippines. I heard something about we do have a good product in the Philippines, produce and everything else. But if the government is not helping the people there, like, for example, garlic, I'm importing garlic from China, and we have a lot of garlic in the Philippines. In fact, they are better than, this garlic. And also tobacco. We have a lot of those, but the government is helping us.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Valid question. I guess the gist of that question is, how is the government involved in this at all? And how do we get them involved if they're not?
Well, what has always been Gawad Kalinga's greatest strength is that we've been able to get ordinary people, regardless of their position, regardless of their wealth or power, to be able to bring whatever they have to offer to the table. So there are ordinary people with expertise as well, so we engage them to help with the GK sites, to help them with agricultural produce, to help them with all of their different programs. So actually, in the Philippines, we do have quite a number of experts, and we don't have to wait for the government to endorse a particular program, but we'll go ahead anyway. And, often when you work with these poor communities in the beginning, they make a lot of mistakes, their produce is not very good, but in human nature, we have very high standards. We test everything, every single raw material for a number of different criteria. If it doesn't pass, then we send our own experts there to help them improve, rather than abandoning them like a normal business would. We'd say, okay, you're not good enough, we'll buy somewhere else. But our role is to help them to improve, so they will be good enough.
Okay, I hope that answers your question. Pete, Ed is on the line. Hi, Ed.
Hi, Janelle.
Yes, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, I just want to, tell you that if we look at the Philippines, especially in Manila, Janelle, ang ano ko lang kasi in the Philippines, if you look at in Manila, most of those people in the city jail, in the jail, came from Samar. Kaya sabi nila, dapat tulungan naman lamang natin yung Samar, and then just encourage these people as money, and they could put up some livelihood in Samar instead. These people will go to Manila. Dapat mag-stay na lang sila sa Samar, at least kung mayroon mga hanap buhay doon, instead na makikipagsaparan sa Manila.
Perfect point. Thank you so much. He's saying that Manila, usually because it's a city, is congested because everyone else goes there, especially people from Samar, because Samar is a poor country in the Visayas, Samar and Leyte. Are we doing anything, or is Gawad Kalinga doing anything there?
Yes, we have lots of GK sites in Samar, from Catbalogan to Borongan to Giwan in the south.
You've been around the Philippines.
Yes. Yeah, and you're right. If we help people there, they don't have any need to go squat in Manila anymore, and they won't end up in jail. But what's in Samar? We have so much land available in Samar.
Right.
But how are people going to use it to get out of poverty? If they grow rice, they'll always be poor. We have to get them into something else.
Do you have that, and how do you address that? I know that there was news before about some of the GK beneficiaries selling their homes and squatting again, or going back to squatting. Do you get that? And how do you choose which benefits, which families benefit?
Well, that was a very isolated case. We have caretakers, these are volunteers in every site, to make sure that that kind of thing doesn't happen. But, you know, occasionally out of 2,000 villages, you will get one or two that will try and do that.
What do you do to them? Do you talk to them, and what do you say to them?
Yeah, because when we build, they sign an agreement that they will not rent or sell their house, and if they want to leave, that it goes back to us so that we can give it to someone else that needs it. So, yeah, in those cases, we really have to try and talk with them and just talk it through. And generally, we are able to put things back the way they should be.
All right.
And you always get exceptions.
Right, of course. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
And it's not perfect. We can't expect that to be perfect. Natty is on the line. Hi, Natty. Hello, Natty.
Yes.
Yes, you have a question about the products?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Interested ako sa ano. Late kasi ako nag-turn on ng TV. Now, I just want to know what are those products on the table.
Ayan. O, sige. You know what?
Because I'm interested kung meron siyang extra virgin coconut oil.
Extra virgin coconut oil. Maraming mga products, all grown from the Philippines. But you know what? We have to pause for a few reminders. Dylan will answer your question when we return. Don't go away.